STVinMotion here again. Today I got 6 clips and I want to show you the clips, show you some cool mixes that you can create with. And these clips are a reward to those awesome people who support us on Patreon and help us create tutorials and also get these cool perks. We've got this first clip, which is, I'm calling it Reveal. It's a mysterious clip and it just shows a glimpse of what's coming in your mix. So you can just start by teasing it to your audience. The second one is a clip with fire. So now we see the deity, we see the temple, we see where it's all situated, and we have some fire here. The next one is one when the deity is emitting light once in 8 seconds. And we also have these particles instead of the fire. So 1, 2, 3 exact clips, different skins. And the fourth one is this deity. It's on the side because just in order to use as much as pixels as possible. This is on a transparent background. The second one is the same, just the deity is rotating and also emitting once in 8 seconds. And the last one is also on transparent background, and this is just the upper part of the deity and it's emitting these particles. By the way, it's all made inside Unreal Engine 5. And I'm really proud that I could loop these particles, but that's for a different tutorial. So let's see what we can do together with these clips. We can also, choose different blending mode. And this is really cool because if you put a 50 add on it, so it blends really cool. You don't need this fader now, you see, and you can just choose whatever background you want, and it all stays and lights your scene. What I did is, instead of having this on the layer itself, let's put it back on alpha, we are having it on the layer, on the clip, sorry, see? So you can just say that every clip can have a blend mode of its own. And here you have a little asterisk showing you that these clips are overriding the layer blending mode. And because I trimmed each one of the clips, you can have, this clip is just these 2 lights. This clip is just this 1 light, and you can play between them. And if you want to have all of them one after the other one, you have the whole clip here, 8 seconds of 4 different light ups. Okay, so this is the first part of it. Now let's talk about masking it a little bit. So we can start with this. You can also get the masks with this project. So you see what's going on here. This mask is masking the fire layer, and when it moves, you can see the fire layer behind. You can also use a different, a fire layer that is a little bit exaggerated with the levels, just to make it more pronounced. And, you can switch between them. I'm just hitting the column to switch between different, the order of them. Okay, let's see, we have other options as well. Let's sync it, okay? So this one is more of a, let's pump up the music. Okay, so what do we have here? We have this mask that is jumping on the beat here. And we also have the background. Let's just close the mask and this. See that this one is also blinking on the beat. I just used the level here and the blur, which is functioning like a glow. So it's more auto-reactive and more interesting. And you can also, of course, switch between them. All right, that's the masking. You can, of course, use whatever masks you want and play around with it. Next up, let's close these. I took the reveal clips and I colorized them with a colorize effect. And the cool thing is that if you activate this one and then on the next bit you activate a different one, they will run in delay, and you will have an awesome scene that's light up in different ways. And that's cool if you're in the club and you like to have some darkness. That's a great thing. You can of course choose whenever you want to trigger it, and that's about it. The next one is I started using the element. This is the fourth clip, the element, and this is one setup, just using the background here. The next one is the fifth clip where the deity is rotating. Another one with the particles one, another one, particles. This background here is made with a mirror. What else? Another one that I'm just scaling up on the transform. Just scaling up on the beat. You can, of course, if you want to have it on the beat. Next up is the same rotating deity with the mirror. Okay, we got a mirror on this and we got a mirror on the deities here. And also we got this little bit of transform on the position Y to have the deities a little bit look like they're hovering in the air. Next up, the three multi of deities, and you can also, trigger them in different timings, and then you'll have a different, they will light up in different times. Okay, that's just another one with a different background, more of the bluish emissive one. Okay, let's move on, start with this one. I took the deity and I tried to use the Radial Cloner, one of the effects I like the most. You know me, I like a Radial Cloner and also the Linear Cloner because we can create all kinds of interesting compositions. So this is one with the Radial Cloner and it rotates. This one can reveal whatever is in the back behind it. Just another idea of something you can do. The next one is another one. Okay, what I did here is I used the Radial Cloner and the delay. This is without delay, just everything blinks together. And this is, you see, there is a delay between them. And of course you can compose it with different clips if you want. The next one is quite similar, but somehow I realized that you can just make them like peep behind the main figure here. I think I made it with a mirror. Yeah, see? That's that. And of course you can change the background. And then it started to get interesting because I wanted to get the look of the 1000 hands. Where the dancers are hiding one behind the other. So this is it. It's made from the same element here. And what do we have next? Another little bit different setup, and of course you see this little position Y to make it look like it's a little bit of hovering, adds more a little bit of more interest to the clip. All right, next is this, which is kind of the same but just with a mirror. Okay, so I really like how it looks. Let's go on a full screen for a moment. Okay. That's nice. Next one, of course, I'm just showing you how it all evolved. Next one is, I said, okay, but what about moving these hands? So the way I made it happen was with animating the fan of the Radial Cloner. And that's how this came to be. Also, once we had this, I added a transform, and then with the rotation Z, just had it spin and spin again. I'm just sharing with you, Patreon followers, everything that I can create with these clips. Maybe it will give you some ideas for the future, what you can do for yourself, how you can create content for yourself as well. And keeping up, it's the same thing, but just the hands are moving like the way I showed you. And the next one is using a linear cloner, believe it or not. So what do we have here? We have the regular deity, and then I'm adding a linear cloner to it. This is just and then adding flip, and then adding we don't need the mirror. So this is one thing. We can also add the delay that we like so much, remember? So the delay, let's pump it all the way here. You see how they light up in different timings, and we can also put it back to 0.5. I trimmed the clip here so it will blink faster, because it blinks once in 8 seconds. I just ping-ponged it to make it blink faster. And of course, if you have all this set up, you can just slide it to the side. So here I'm sliding it to the side, the background, and also the... Okay, just a slide. It's really simple. Yep, these are things you can make. I arrange it to you in columns, so you can just trigger the column and have a prepared look already ready for you. If you like this tutorial and you want to get the clips and the project, you can join STVinMotion on Patreon. Every month we are giving these VJ clip rewards to people who help us and support us in creating more visuals and more tutorials. Keep on evolving, people. Keep on creating, keep on amazing your audience. I'm STVinMotion, and we'll see you on the next one.